What's up, cuties? How are you guys? How are you guys? I have some breaking news. Breaking news. Please come on in, hit the like button. Let me go ahead and change this title real quick. Give me 1 second. Um, Give me 1 second. All right, hold on 1 second. And when I change this, you guys will see. Let me get out of this and we're going to go ahead and discuss allegedly breaking news. Mr. Martell Holt has been arrested today. Okay, this is alleged. Let me go ahead and put my banner up. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Again, this is breaking news. And let me share my screen with you guys. First, let me say some quick hellos. 376 people watching. Thank you guys so very much. As I mentioned, this is alleged. But allegedly, and I will read everything for you guys, Mr. Martell Holt was booked today for domestic violence. You need a mugshot, Marceau Tits? There you go. There you go. Martell LeVar Holt. The booking number is there. The age is there. The birth date is there. This is alleged. Case number is there. He is being charged with domestic violence, third, and harassing communication. 0 bond at this time. 0 bond at this time. There's no bond that was set. Again, this is all alleged. We're going to discuss. I'm not footing around. Let's have a discussion. And you guys tell me what you think. Was it coleslaw? That's what I want to know. Let me check on my girl real quick. Okay, so I think it may have been allegedly coleslaw. As I mentioned, this is alleged. Let me get my phone together. I'm not going to stay long. I just wanted to, because thank you to my big sister who sent it to me, and then I did a little bit to see what I could find out, and it is being circulated damn near everywhere, okay? Damn near everywhere. If this is true, let me say a big if. What phone am I on? If this is true, because again, this is all alleged. Let me put my banner up. Everything is alleged, but give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So yeah, we are bringing you breaking news. I'm going to get my other device ready and we shall discuss. Mr. Martell Holt allegedly was arrested 4:02 p.m. Central Time for domestic violence. For domestic violence. Um I believe, I'm just going to say this. Did I drop the link? Okay, we got a couple people coming back, but I wanted to pin the link. This is going to be an evening power hour. Thank you guys again for joining me earlier today for a power hour. So, yeah, we're going to be in and out of here this evening. But I am going to pin the link. And my first title of this video was Martell Holt is done. And again, this is alleged, but if this is true, Carlos, you better jump on this and make sure this man is out of there because a lot of us have seen this coming. Now, we've been talking about this for quite some time. Allegedly, there was another incident that happened not too long ago, 6 months or so. And, people assume that he and Coleslaw got into it then. Ariane Curry, I'm going to say her name for the sake of this video. And, but there was not what we see here. There was no mugshot. There was no record. There was no case number. There was nothing. So we all believe that, they probably had a little cool off period. And, but this one is different. This is different. So I'm going to get some people up here. We will discuss and we will get out of here. As I mentioned, this is alleged. Authorine, is this you?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Authorine, how are you?
I'm good. I'm
That's
just
good.
glad to hear that.
Well, hey, we'll talk about it. It's alleged. We don't know Authorine, but we shall discuss. Let me add a couple more people up. Ladon. Hey, Ladon.
Hey,
How are you, sis?
better.
You sound better. You sound better. That is good to hear. All right. And we have, I'm not sure if I've had you on my panel before. It's me, Bedazzle.
Yes, hello. Yes,
Hello.
it's about time.
Okay. Hold on. Hold your thoughts. Hold your thoughts. Next up is Simone. Simone, is this you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. All
Woo!
right. All right.
I
All
think
right.
I think everybody happy.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let's get a couple more people up. Sis, is this you?
It's me, sis.
Woocha. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started with you all's thoughts. As I mentioned, this is alleged. However, it is breaking news that Mr. Man, let me share this a different way. Hold on. Let me share this way so we can see the panel. And let's do it like this. All right, there you go. There you go. Okay, so for the panel, when you guys give your commentary, your thoughts, or whatever, make sure you say alleged because this is currently at this present point alleged. Let me add one more person up. Joy R, is this you?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Joy. How are you?
That
How are you, Joy?
I'm good. Can you hear me, chit chat?
Okay, I can hear you. I can hear you. Okay. All right, we're going to get started. 944 people watching. Breaking news. Martell Holt allegedly has been arrested for domestic violence. Third, I need to look up that charge. It's trending in here. And then also harassing communications. We're going to go ahead and start with you, Authorine. For those of you that are watching, please hit the like button for me. And yeah, if you guys want me to see a comment, put a color on it. It don't matter the amount. Go ahead, Authorine.
Well, I got to say, won't he do it? Won't God do it? When you keep on asking for trouble, you get it.
Mm.
But I'm just glad it wasn't Mel he tried to attack. Um,
I think it is.
I believe that after Ariana seen that the the thing this past Saturday, I
Mm-hmm.
think that's what set it off. And I am so glad to hear that he's locked up. I hope he is.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Uh,
Allegedly, I hope. And I hope she ain't too far behind him.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
And
Authorine,
so
I think that, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna just stand back and let somebody else speak their piece.
Okay. All right. Well, Authorine, let me just say this. We don't know who is involved at this time. We don't know if it's coleslaw. We don't know if it was male. We don't know. Again, this
Oh
is
mama.
alleged, and we're just reporting on it. Now, let me make sure to go over those charges again because um harassing communication could definitely have been via text, via email, via whatever. So that's the only reason why I say, maybe it could have been male. This domestic violence third, I'm going to look that up while we're talking right now, just to get a little more
Uh,
information on that charge. But yeah, we don't know who. We do know that the arresting agency was Huntsville Police Department. Um, and again, no bond at this time, in
praise the
jail,
Lord.
without a bail, allegedly. All right.
Praise the
So
Lord.
yeah,
Won't he
yeah.
do?
But
Won't he
thank you,
do it?
uh-huh. Thank you, Arthur Rain. We're gonna go ahead and get to Ladon. Ladon, sis, your thoughts, and make sure to say alleged. Your thoughts.
Mm. Allegedly, in my opinion, I think it stems from um that last episode with him and Mel. I think allegedly, in my opinion, that Coleslaw was feeling away when he said, I wish I would have never. If I knew that this
Mm-hmm.
would go on, I would have never. I think that really caused some stuff. She probably stopped opening the door, answering the phone like she do, when he kept on, and then he showed up. Or I don't know. Allegedly, in my opinion, I think it has something to do with her. But
Mm-hmm.
what I will say is, um, allegedly, if this is true, domestic violence do not get bail for 90 days. It's a 90 days
Mm,
public hold, safety hold automatically.
really?
In Massachusetts, I know that's the facts. 90
Really?
days first before you could even think of asking for bail for a
Mm,
safety
mm.
thing. So my thing with him is, and with anybody that do dirt and think they so high and mighty that they can't get caught. You reap what you sow, you will pay. Karma is a bee. It will come to an
Mm-hmm.
end. These are the years of revelation, and it's all gonna just, it's about time people suffer the consequences. But I don't like that
Mm-hmm.
smirk on his face in his
Yeah.
mugshot picture. I don't like that little
Yeah.
smirk.
Well, let him smirk, child, if he's smirking where he is allegedly. But
Yeah, I
Ladon,
know,
give me
but I
one
still
second
don't
because
like
I
it.
do want to read um domestic violence third degree in Alabama. Let me read that. Um, yeah, we don't care if he laughing if he in there. We really, really don't. If you guys could hit that like button for us, though, breaking news, alleged news. Mr. Martell Holt was arrested a couple hours ago for domestic violence third degree. And what was the other charge? Harassing communications. So let me read this real quickly, guys. It says in Alabama, domestic violence in the third degree occurs when certain types of physical conduct occur between individuals who are involved or were previously involved in one of several distinct sorts of domestic relationships. What is that? Modified, blah, blah, blah.
Mm.
Um, duh, 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 duh. Well, let me just read it. New Alabama domestic violence laws modify the Alabama domestic violence third offense provisions relating to certain types of assault, harassment, menacing, criminal mischief, criminal trespass, reckless endangerment, and or criminal surveillance. These AL domestic violence laws are far different from other southern states. Let's see here. Just trying to see when domestic violence, Alabama relationship abuse involves intervention by a judge and a court, mandatory adjustments on how the parties' third relationship will continue, blah, blah, blah. So, if a person can avoid domestic abuse third degree charges, he or she will not be told where to go and not go or what to do. Okay, I was just trying to get a better understanding. Um, this question is domestic violence third degree a felony in Alabama? It says possibly. So I'll look into it more after the live and we'll come back up for okay, it's me Bedazzle. We'll, come back in another video probably tomorrow to discuss. But LaDon, were you done? Go ahead and finish your thoughts and we are going to move on to It's Me Bedazzle.
Yeah, so either way, it is with some kind of contact, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I'm just gonna. This is really shocking and breaking news. People get tired of some stuff. Maybe it was
Yeah,
just that bad because when nobody's able to be there to hold him back, he is a maniac, allegedly, in my opinion. The way he looked.
allegedly.
I said allegedly, in my opinion.
Yeah, I heard you.
But
I heard
yeah, yeah. So that's how I feel. You're just gonna have to read what you sow. But I'm here to see how it turns out. And you know
you.
what?
All right.
In a lot of states, also, you don't need the actual person if there is enough for the state to take it over.
Yeah. Well, we'll definitely keep our eyes out on this. Again, 1.5, almost 1.6 people watching. Thank you guys so much. If you can hit the like button, please go ahead and do so. Look, I'll say a little bit more on how I feel. I saw somebody in the comments, Patcha, said that her heart is breaking for the kids and mine too. No one wants to see this happen regardless, but the daddy has been playing with fire for years, in my
It
opinion.
is what it
And
is.
yeah, and thinking that, he's above the law. He's done some stuff. We also know about the revenge P. We definitely haven't forgotten about that. And this is alleged. Everything is alleged. But thank LaDon. Again, thank you to my big sister for shooting me that text, baby. I was on it ASAP. But it's me, Bedazzle. You are up next. And
Thank
your
you.
thoughts, as I mentioned, this
Yes,
is alleged. Real quickly,
it
Nikki
is
P.
alleged.
Hold on, it's me.
It,
Hold on, it's me. Nikki P, thank you so very much for joining the Cutie crew. I appreciate you. All right, it's me, P. It's me, Bedazzle. Go ahead.
okay, yes. Let me. It's alleged, but I want to. It's a different charge than you're reading. It's not a contact DV. It's DV third degree communications. That
Okay.
means that he was sending threats, maybe communicating threats to someone.
Ah,
So you were on the point, but it's a person who commits a crime. It's a domestic.
gotcha.
It's under domestic violence, but this is communication of harassment. This is for they're harassing a current spouse or a former spouse, a parent, child. Any
Mm.
person defendant has a child in common. So it will either be
Ooh,
alleged Arion or alleged male. And I think
Yeah.
allegedly it's male based
mm,
on what is transpired.
Uh-huh.
mhm.
Due to the fact this blow up he's had, and then her and Carlos are now going on this tour, and then Carlos is saying, "Hey, we'll address something." He very well could be fired, and then that might have sent him over the edge because he's lost his only source of
Mm.
income, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just
Mm-hmm.
this is not physical contact, but it's under the umbrella because they may have been harassing them, making threats within those text
Mm-hmm.
messages. It's definitely one or the other because you have to have a child in common, and there has to be some type of intimate relationship. And we
Right.
just
And that
I don't think Coleslaw has the wherewithal to actually do that.
to
Um,
pull the trigger, if you
Pull
will.
the trigger. And so that's why I believe allegedly it's Melody because of everything that has just transpired. But this is This is well overdue. Martell
Yeah.
is like a
It's
petulant
me.
child.
It's me. It's me. It's me. Hold on 1 second. So since you
Okay.
broke down the charge, let me read this, okay? And then I'll let you finish. Again, this is all alleged. All alleged. Domestic violence, third degree communication in Alabama. A person commits the crime of domestic violence in the third degree if he or she, Lord have mercy, if he or she commits the crime of harassing communications and the victim is a current or former spouse, parent, child, any person with whom the defendant has a child in common, a present or former household member, or a person who has or had dating, blah, blah, blah. So, yes, that narrows it down to two people, Melody Cherie or Ariane Curry, allegedly. Allegedly. Those of you that are in the chat, please watch your words and all of that. Let's keep it cute. Again, this is
Can I
alleged. Hold
can I
on.
say this real
Hold on.
quick?
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta go back to It's Me Bedazzle. Who was that? Arthurine? Was that
I
Arthurine?
want
Hold
to
on.
say
Oh,
he might have wanted to tag Melody for tank
Arthurine.
dancing at that party.
Okay, Arthurine. Hold on. Okay. Just hold on.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. It's me, Bedazzle.
Okay, so there's a lot of so much stuff that has transpired since he called out Carlos King. So Carlos may be like, "Hey, I'm gonna address this, which I can't stand. You shouldn't be involved in Melody because this is serious. You should have addressed him, had the balls to address him, just like you addressed Simone over there on Bravo. But he very well could be suspended or he could be fired, and which has that's his only source of income. That house that they're building, it's not his personal home. That is an investment home, and he has what we call joint ventures in real estate. He has two additional partners, so that home is to be sold. It's not for him to physically live in. That's
Right.
so he has some business partners to flip that home. So that's his only source of income. We see that we don't see him doing anything else.
Allegedly.
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 Allegedly. But that's what that is, and that's why I say allegedly. I believe it's Melody due to what has transpired.
Okay. Well, again, we are all speculating. We are even speculating on if this here is the absolute truth. According to the website, though, I must say, um, it is. But it's me, Bedazzle. Number one, thank you so much for coming up and clarifying the nature of the charges. I appreciate that. And yeah, we just don't know. We do know that Martell has kids by Mel and one by Coleslaw. So it is one or the other. Allegedly, according to the booking date that's listed, this happened today, 4:02 p.m. That would be Central Time. Okay? Allegedly. But we are definitely going to go ahead and take this right on over to Pink Diva. Pink Diva, my sis, your thoughts on this?
Ooh, girl, you made me spit my soda out when you. I was like, what? I was just looking at Mel's story, and she was on a flight, and I was like, "Where's Mel been?" But I'm gonna say this: one thing for sure, and two for certain. God don't like ugly, and every seed you sow, be it good or bad, you gonna reap it before it's all said and done. And we know that this man has been flying by a whim, just untouchable, unmovable, seemingly getting away with stuff, thinking he can do and say what he want to say to anybody. But this is the day of revelation, and whatever seed he has sown, it is his time to seal his own fate. We already knew eventually he was going to be his own downfall. Coleslaw was going to be his downfall. They were going to be each other's downfall. I don't know who it was regarding being Mel or Coleslaw. If it was Mel, allegedly, I'm glad that if she did take the the step to finally calling the police and no longer shielding him because of the sake of the kids, he got exactly what he deserved. Because a lot of times we as women will shield these men and let them continue to do and say what they do and say behind the scenes for the
Yeah.
sake of the kids, because we don't want the kids to feel a certain way about their daddy being arrested. And if it was her, people will drag her because they'll say that's the father of her kids. But you know what, Negro, you have done a lot of stuff, and whatever the reason is that you're there, you deserve to be there, because he's been on a downward spiral for a long time, and we have been seeing, and he has now hit rock bottom. So the best place for him is where he is right now. Allegedly, if that's where he is, that's the best place for him, because he wasn't going to do anything but to continue wreaking havoc in everybody's lives, especially Mel and those children. So he's right where he deserves to be. It's been a long time coming. I don't glorify any
Yeah.
black man being behind bars.
Mm-hmm.
However,
If they deserve it.
if you deserve to be there, you should be there, because you are not above the law. If you don't want to be there as a black man, you shouldn't do things to cause you to get there. So
Yeah.
if he's there for that, whoever it was, I pray that they are okay. Even if it was coleslaw, I don't wish domestic violence on anyone.
Exactly.
I hate that.
That's
I
right.
don't wish that on anyone, because no woman deserves to go through any of that. I don't care what she say to him, how he feels. No woman deserves to be abused in any form of way. You shouldn't talk to her any kind of way. You shouldn't send them threats. You shouldn't
Mm-hmm.
put your hands on them. So whatever the case, whoever it was, I hope they're safe and okay. And if there were kids around, I hope they are okay. But
Yeah.
he's right where he deserves to be. And it was his own fate. And he can't blame or fault anybody but himself. He can't point his fingers at anybody, because we have witnessed this behavior throughout the tenure of Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is who he is. He cannot control his emotions, and he cannot control his anger. And I think, just like the previous caller said, with everything that has been transpiring within the last few weeks, you could see the rage in him. And it started initially from that message he sent to Carlos King. That
Mm-hmm.
right there was proof that he was spiraling down, because he began to get too outspoken, and you are verbally attacking Carlos King in public. And
Right.
that was a bold move for that to be your boss and the person that you reported to work to. So that right
Uh,
there in itself was enough to see he is spiraling out, and he's at the point to where he can't control it now. And we already know Martell Holt does not like negative publicity. And for this to be hitting the screen and people to actually be able to see that he has a visual mugshot, the person who said, I have never been to jail, I have never had a mugshot. Well, guess
mm,
what? You got one today, and we can't deny it, because it's you. It's you
facts.
today. So,
Facts.
um,
Facts.
to whomever it was, like I say, I don't wish the downfall on any black man. But if
Yeah.
you do something to deserve you to be there, you deserve to be there. And maybe this will get your attention and let you see that you are not above the law, and you are
Yeah.
not greater than anybody. If you do something and you deserve to get there, you let this TV show go to your head and had people thinking you
Yeah.
were above the law, because nobody called you out on your BS when they should have did this a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
So
You right.
again, we can't run from karma.
Crazy.
Just when you think that you got it all made and everything is all good, that's just when karma gonna come knock you upside the head. They don't
Period.
forget.
Period.
And
Period.
that's
Look,
my take.
and what a take it was. Okay, what a take it was. You mentioned the year of revelation. We know that Mel was saying that last year in 2024. Cat Williams popped it off in a love. It's a
Baby.
previous year. It's the year of reckoning. As no matter who's involved. And I know y'all know I would get on here and roast coleslaw, basically for her actions and directing her anger towards other people where it should have been to this guy. So I agree with you. Even if it was her, no woman deserves to go through any type of abuse. I'm not gonna say she deserves it because guess what? That karma will spin right back around to me. The year of
Mhm.
reckoning is what it seems. This is alleged but official. It is a lot of people in the comments that went to the Madison County site, and Mr. Martell Lavore Holt has been booked today, January 9th, 2024 at 4:02 p.m. for, let me get this off my screen, domestic violence third slash harassing communication. And he been doing that for quite some time. Allegedly harassing communications for quite some time. It was downplayed. And Mel mentioned that, damn, my phone must be tapped. A lot of stuff was swept under
Mm-hmm.
the rug. And I'm going to say this, and we're going to move on to the next person after I acknowledge the chat. 2,463 people watching and the super chats. It's been too much that's been swept up under the rug from what we've been able to see on the outside looking in. This man bet not be back on that show, Carlos King, on network, and whoever else that's under that umbrella, because I don't know what y'all waiting for. And I don't wish him to just be a downward spiral for him, but maybe this will be a wake-up call. Let people live in peace. Leave them alone. You can't harass people. You can't tell people what to do. You're not in control of your ex-wife and what she does with the kids. And he's just been doing a whole lot of foul shit. Like I said the other day, if the shoe was on the other foot and Mel had a guy that played a part in breaking up their marriage around the kids and cooking and making gingerbread house and all that, it's no telling what the charge would be with Mr. Martell. So I hope it's a wake-up call, but I also hope that, go and let this man sit down somewhere and speak with a counselor. Maybe it'll be in jail. I don't know. But he needs real help. And a lot of people have not held him accountable. Destiny, just last week, Destiny. And look what's going on. A mess. But thank you, sis. Let me go ahead and acknowledge some super chats. Tawana kept it plain and simple, baby, and said bets. And we know that is what Mel said last week. Bets. Okay. Thank you, Tawana, for the super chat. Mary Lou, thank you for the super chat. You said Martell is or was a ticking time bomb. He really needs to seek help. I agree. He needs help. Catherine says coleslaw. Well, yeah, we still trying to decide. We do know it can only be one or the other, Mel or Ariane Curry. Barbara Morgan, thank you so very much for the super sticker. And Catherine, thank you, Catherine. And you say, I agree with you. Not which one is you, but thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Last message real quickly from a Cutie Crew member. If Kiki's Crime Stopper story was a focus on the show and she was not arrested, Martell being arrested better be a topic on the upcoming season. Good point. Good point. Excellent point. But again, thank you guys so much. Please hit the like button. Thank you again, sis. I know that text message startled you, child. I said, woo, let me text my Lord have mercy.
Girl, it did. And I just want to say this. This is a prime indication that we don't have to fight our battles. When we're out here being drugged and stuck through this mud and people are playing in our faces and on our neck, the Bible says, vengeance is mine, said the Lord. And you don't have to fight those battles. People have been dragging this woman up and through all of these internet streets on Beyonce's internet and defending this man. But see, she didn't have to come out here slanging and banging, telling you that this man doing this, that, or the third, because see, his behavior proves himself. This is his behavior.
If it's her, sis. If it's her.
If it's her. And even if it's not her and it's the other person, just proving the type of person, his character and who he is. She's been trying to say that this man do stuff that people don't see. He does stuff behind the scenes. So his true character has shown its ugly face. And this is what this is the results of that. So you don't
Hmm.
have to fight the battle. Just sit back. Eventually, what you do in the dark will come to the light.
That's it. That's it. That's the law of nature. What is it? The law of nature, the root, the child, whatever it is. Karma gonna spin the block. That's what I'm gonna say. And yeah, you're right. Now we've all, and we're going to Joy R next. We've all said that. I know I've been one. There is a whole lot that we will never know as far as I ain't talking about the side chick, okay? I'm talking about the ex-wife. There is a lot that we will never know that went on behind closed doors. And, I think that for the sake of Mel's kids, and I'm just assuming, I do believe that she's really protected Martell on a whole lot. But sometimes enough is enough. And enough for me was enough long time ago when it comes to what we've seen. Okay. And then that revenge P and all of that, child, that's, you know what I mean? Come on now. How low can you go? So he was on a quest to ruin her because of his actions. And like you just said, sis, sometimes you can just sit back, just sit on back. You ain't got to do much, say much, none of the above. And guess what? God gonna handle those battles for you. So excellent points, sis. Shout out to the chat again, 2.7K watching. I appreciate you. And Karen, thank you so very much for the super sticker. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and get to Joy R. Joy R, your thoughts?
All I can say is a fool in his folly. And that is truly a fool who has just been out here with a whole bunch of folly. It is so
Mm,
sad for you to be so grown and continue to just do things that you know you're not supposed to be doing. But I'll say this, when you disrespect and dishonor your family, your wife, your
mm,
children, and you made
yeah.
a covenant before God, Martell Holt got a whole lot of more falling to do. Because not only was he disrespectful and dishonored what he created, he relished in it. He continued it. Like as if we didn't
Mm,
see him skinning and grinning in that same Hanes t-shirt with his one piece of cheesecake this
mm-mm.
weekend. And boom. What, today just Tuesday? When I tell you the good Lord didn't play too long, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And you know what? It's I can't celebrate it because I know on the other end of that, it was
Yeah.
a whole bunch of trauma that had to happen to allegedly, if it's who we potentially think it is, and her family unit, right? And so it's just, I want to say maybe this will get him together and he'll try to do better, but I know he's not. What makes me really sad about it is because, like you said, he's been exposed for a fool. His life is crumbling. This ain't gonna be over. It's not gonna be over at all. It's not gonna be over at all, because now it's like a little kid who then got popped in front of the room, and now it's gonna act up some more.
Well, act
It's
up
just,
some more, gonna get more time. You know what I mean?
hmm,
So let's hope that this is a wake up call because, again, we don't
mm-hmm,
know. Let's hope that this is a wake up call. As you stated, and you made it plain, he's been clowning not only with Mel, but the kids. It hurt my heart because I know what's to come when those children are old enough to ask questions, when they are old enough to realize that you had us around this
mm-hmm.
woman that caused the breakup of what we loved. And that's playing in his kid's face. Enough is enough. So
Absolutely. And I'm
maybe this is it.
a,
Go ahead.
and I'm gonna tell you this. As a child, when you have a parent, my one of my parents was absentee, so I can't even imagine what it would be like in those children's predicament. What you see as a child and the way you feel, it becomes a totally different ball game when you're an adult and you understand
Mhm.
how the world works and the different aspects of what it means to be a responsible, accountable adult. So what's going
Right.
to happen to him, it may not be when those children are young now or even when they're teenagers, but when those young precious queens grow into women, and when that young boy grows into a man and it really process what daddy did to mama, truly, he got a whole bunch of repenting he gonna need to do.
Oh yeah. And you know what? Maybe God has started that now. Maybe God say, look, we're not gonna wait until they 18, 17. It's about time
Hmm.
for you to sit your ass down, handle
Hmm.
things in the proper manner, do things accordingly. Who cares if Martell and Coleslaw are together? But this is what I do
Yeah.
know. If he loved her that much, he's been divorced for 3 years. He would have been put a ring on it and married her and everything else. Martell is so calculating, and he
Hmm.
knows that that is going to piss Mel off. And that
Yep.
girl has held herself together like maybe some of us would not have been able to. I've already told y'all what I would do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just
Very
low down
true.
and dirty. So you're that devious, you're that conniving and selfish. That's what it is. He's selfish. You
Hmm.
don't even care about your damn kids. It's not that Martell cannot handle those 4 kids. As somebody with mail, as somebody pointed out the other day, and we remember watching on the show, another bragging point of his is, he's this great father, whatever the
And
case
he's
may be.
not.
But he said that it was him that handled the majority of everything, cooking, cleaning. So if you were able to do that when they were younger and they weren't as independent as they are now, guess what? You're able to do that now. So it's not like he needed coleslaw over there to even help with the kids. It's all BS. He did that to get up under Mel's to get on her nerves and
And be vindictive. And
and
be
be
vindictive. And
vindictive.
that's why I want and I'm gonna say this, that I'm gonna go and let another queen go. That's why I want people to stop saying, and I'm not saying it's in this chat, this is just a general statement. Stop saying that Martell is a good father. Good fathers don't disrespect their household. Good fathers don't go out cheating in the middle of a feeling
Pandemic.
panorama.
Panorama,
Good
panorama.
fathers don't harass the mother of said kids he loved. He's not a good father. He's a very flawed man. That at the root of who he is, his character is completely flawed. He don't feel love for nobody but himself, and that's all I gotta say.
Mhm. Excellent, excellent points. Excellent points. Thank you so much. What rings in my ears, under a covenant before God. And even if that covenant was broken, handle yourself accordingly. And we saw Mel throw out an olive branch. Come on, let's go to Destin together. Bring your mama. Let's show the kids that we can still keep on this tradition of what we did for the others. She really wanted to show Sugar Mama, but and then they could have continued it on. Mr. Man
Bow out gracefully. He
Mr.
couldn't do
Man
it.
couldn't do that. Mr. Man came right back on home, blasted Mel all over Instagram. Next thing you know, there was Ariane blasting Mel. Enough is enough. And if it was not her that these charges are related to, I hope she's looking. Because if you don't sit your ass down and shut up when it comes to whatever went on between the marriage of Mel and Martell, you can find your ass. God don't like ugly. And she's gotten away with a whole lot of ugliness, a whole lot of ugliness. But thank you. It's me, Bedazzle. Let me acknowledge a couple super chats. Shout out to 3,000 OMG and 70 people watching. I appreciate you guys. If you guys could please hit the like button. Tanya Russell, thank you so much. You said it's about darn time. Won't he do it? Who child? He done did it. Catherine, thank you as well. First time on my YouTube channel, and you agree. Thank you, Catherine. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. All right, we are moving. We won't be here for too much longer, but DMV sister, hold on. DMV sister, is this you?
Yes, it is. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi. Have you been up here before?
I haven't. I haven't. This is
You
my
have.
first time.
Okay. All right. Cool, cool,
And I
cool.
just heard on
Hold on.
another.
Hold
Okay.
on. Okay, say it real quickly, but you will have to wait your turn. You just heard somewhere else what DMV sister. Let
That
us
is not mail that she's traveling on the plane on her way back home.
Yes, we discussed that earlier that in her
Okay.
stories, Mel did post. Now, it's one or the other. Let's say that. And
Okay.
we don't know for sure. So we're saying alleged with everything. Also, I'll say this with pictures. You can post an hour later, 2 hours later. We won't know. So we shall see. It'll come out. That's for sure. It'll
Oh,
definitely come out.
you're
But
right.
hold your thoughts, DMV. We're gonna move right on over to BLS. BLS, your thoughts? Everything is alleged. Your thoughts?
Okay. Yeah, thank you for the for the preempt. It's alleged.
It's
I will say this, given all that he has done, and he tried to humiliate her by passing a picture of her servicing him, allegedly, okay, to the castmates. Then he ends up showing up in that space, talking about he got a hook and a curve, and he been getting
yeah.
dragged,
Uh-huh.
huh,
Okay,
from
go ahead. I was gonna say,
Saturday.
child, we ain't talking about his hook and curve, child. We talking about these charges. Go
Well,
ahead.
yeah, and so he intended to do her harm in that way, and the same ditch he was digging for her, he has found himself in. And so my prayer again is with everybody else is that it's not male or any of those babies, because a, a
An adult.
narcissist
It's
and how.
it's an adult. It's an adult. It's an adult. So we do know that based off the
Okay,
charges, it
good.
was someone that he was involved with or married to. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, and yeah, I'm just, when I saw, I flipped on my YouTube and I said, "Chit chat, wait, what?" And I saw the information. So I just
Mhm.
had to come in the room, and everything you said, is right. Post and different things like that can come at different times. But yeah, so all of this
Mhm.
fake talking he was doing, well, you will never see me hit a woman. Me? No, I don't do that. And me, jail? Yeah, you jail. Now make it home,
Mhm.
because I pray that those other charges are coming up behind this. um and I really don't have anything to say with regard to um Bird.
Um,
It's bad for whoever got it. But
yeah.
at the end of the day, this ought to be a wake up call for anybody who been fooling with him or considering fooling with him.
Mhm.
Now, all of this ain't speculation. Everybody ain't doing something to him. And now that Carlos is finally allowing all of his mess to show up on screen, people can get a proper perspective. For
Mhm.
people who was trying to be, oh, he's just a good guy, but that's silly. She was there seeing all of the foolishness. But you get what I'm saying? We hear about all of the blow ups and explosions. He's volatile. He's been volatile.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
still, and I heard you say that hopefully, this will be a move to get him off. I believe that that has already happened. And I believe the only reason why there's a delay in the announcing that he's been let go is for HR reasons. He still has a company, and he could be sued,
Yeah.
by releasing certain things. And so that's all I believe that is. But thank you, Chit Chat, for letting me come up. I wasn't expecting
You
you this
are.
evening.
I wasn't expecting myself, child. I was live earlier today, but again, this was breaking news. So here I am. I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. I do believe that somebody said that the Queen Sheba is going live. So we'll make sure to bounce on up out of here once you guys are done. But I do want to go ahead and read these charges again. Domestic violence, third degree communication in Alabama. A person commits the crime of domestic violence in the third degree if he or she commits the crime of harassing communications. Keyword harassing communications, and the victim is a current or former, it did say spouse, BLS, I'm sorry, former spouse, parent, child, any person with whom the defendant has a child in common. Okay, so they got to have a child in common, which is what we said earlier, and it could be a present or former household member. So those are that is, excuse me, the definition of what Mr. Martell has been charged with. Martell Lavore Holt, what a fall from grace is all I have to say.
Can I say
Somebody
something
in
really
the
quick?
comment,
Can I
somebody
say
in the
something really
comments
quick?
said, hold on.
Okay.
Somebody in the comments said that it was PK Joe. Ever since he's been with Ariane, his life has been in a downward spiral. Not blaming her for everything, 50-50. The rooster has come home to roost. And thank you for saying that, PK Joe. That's exactly what my big sister and I were talking about before I went live. We've been saying it forever. A lot of people say, well, he pursued her. He pursued her. No, ma'am. She is definitely 50-50 responsible for what transpired. And sometimes you got to learn know when to hold them and know when to fold them. And she should have been folded them. The man again has not even claimed her. So if it's her, my opinion, I think that as LaDawn said, she's been clowned year after year after year after year. And she's liable to snap. I said it. I'll say it again. If Martell keep messing with that girl head, she's liable to snap. So let's hope that this will be a wake up call for the both of them, especially, and also hope and pray that this is what's needed for Mel to go ahead and get full custody. Okay, full custody. Enough is enough.
And and chit chat. I just thought about something else. Somebody in the comments, it just flashed on my screen, said that this sounds like Revenge P to me. But could it be that CK and Mel knew that this was coming, and it was
Anything
like they just didn't know which day it was gonna happen?
Yeah,
No.
anything could be,
Okay.
anything
Mhm.
could be. Again, it's all
Okay.
speculation. We don't know for sure, but yeah, I would say it could be. We don't know
Can I
for
say something
sure.
really quick? Check. This is not for RP. That's a totally different statute. It's not
Okay.
for RP for revenge P. That falls under a total different statute, and that's called distributing private images. That's what that falls
Mhm.
under, not DV, third degree harassing communication, because everybody think it is, but that's a totally different statute. This is
Okay.
strictly he's been doing something recently, and it just have gotten out of hand. And
Okay. Okay.
and to be
All right.
honest, he looked well at his birthday party. He's always off, but he looked at
Yeah,
he's
he did look down, didn't he?
yeah, like he was
Um,
at Chuck E. Cheese with them kids.
uh-huh. Yeah, he did. I agree. Hey, Chef Dun Dun. I agree. But he's in and out. You know what I mean? He's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde on that reunion stage. He know how to flash that smile and light up a room. But we've seen the dark side of Martell Holt. Now, someone is, I believe, is you, Arthur Rain. Please mute up. You have something going on over there with your connection. We're gonna go ahead and get to Simone. And Arthurine, I'll mute you. Okay. All right. And Simone, thank you again, BLS. Great comments. Great comments. Simone, you are up. Your
Hey,
thoughts. Your thoughts.
hey, Chit Chat. Long time. I keep missing you. When you're
Yeah.
live, I'm always doing something. Something comes up. So, but my money, I understand what the young lady said right before me, but my money's on the Revenge P. I know that statute that is listed under his bail is bail on the website under the Madison County thing, but I think
Mm-hmm.
it's a combination. I just don't think they added all the rest of the charges yet. But my money's on the revenge P. I think that's just one of the charges that is listed because if you look at it, um, they can add more on there. He was just booked shortly before you started the live, so
Mm-hmm.
or within the hour. So I think they're going to be adding more, but I'm putting my money on that. And honestly, I don't think she would coordinate anything with Carlos because he would probably try to help him out and send him out the country for a month or something. So I would nix that idea. But if this is true, oh honey, I'm about to do a little jig around here because this is
Mm.
wonderful news. Okay. All of the dirt, everything everyone has said before me, I'm in agreement with, but I have a sneaky suspicion this is not the what we think. I think it is the revenge P because the
We shall
rules of
see.
justice take a long time. So this has been going on since when everything came out. What was it, June, July of last year? It's just over. Things don't happen overnight. I think this is
Yeah,
finally
we
something like that coming.
right. It could be. We don't know for sure, but I definitely
Oh, and I said
respect.
allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, it could be. That's okay. Go
but,
ahead,
but,
Simone.
that's all I had. That's all I had. Thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now, I am going to let me go back here. And yeah, it's not like none of us, well, I can only speak for myself, are doing do I have to close this out? Let's see. Back bends and cartwheels, child, at this news. But what we do know is that enough has been enough. Why do I keep trying to say enough lately? Enough has been enough for quite some time, as far as the things that we see Martell has done, or yeah, he's just been out here living reckless and playing in everybody's face. And I think that's because he was allowed to do so. You got a company that's allowed you to continue to be employed. Even Mel said last year, after allegedly he tried to go at Jay, the makeup artist, at the reunion, she was shocked that he still had a job. So again, Carlos King, if you are listening, I don't know if you want to lose everything for Martell, but it is my suggestion. Take it or not. Um, I would say fired. But if you seem to have a soft spot, and if this show is still going on 3, 4 years down the line, then I would say a good 3 year suspension. He has to be held accountable, and you cannot continue to sweep serious things under the rug. You just can't do it. So it's sad. All I can say is I always think about the children, and it's sad. But the daddy is causing the sadness, and God may have stepped in, and this should be a wake up call. It really should. Now, before we get out of here, I do have a couple questions. A lot of you guys said that you went ahead and went over to the website. Did they post a bond yet? If you
It
guys
still
can drop
said
it.
zero when I just looked right before I came up. It said
Okay.
zero, but I think that's
So
just the first charge. I think that second one is about to be loaded in the next few hours.
okay, no bond, no bond still. Now, is his brother still in lockup, chat? Poe Marlene, both her boys is locked up. I don't know. What's the brother's name? It's on the tip of my tongue with the thick neck. Somebody on the panel.
Lavar, Lavelle,
Huh?
Lavar.
No, that's not his name, is it? Lavelle. What is his name? Somebody in the chat, help me, help me, help me. Martell's brother's name.
Holt.
That's the last name. Well, I don't even know if his last name Holt. I believe his last name was Holt.
I
Where's
thought it
Simply
was
Beautiful?
Lamar, Holt, or Lavar, Lavelle, or something.
Oh, geez. I don't think that's it, LaDawn. And I'm not, let me go.
Montez. They said in the chat,
Montez.
Montez.
That's it. Montez. I knew it was with an M. Yes, Montez. Montez. So I'm not sure if Montez got out. I know he had a pretty high bond, but this is for, however, Kimmy, Destiny, God forgives. Yes, God does forgive, but you got to be doing some shit to be forgiven for. And Martell has not been moving that way. And I think when women like that are in his presence, if they can just be honest with him, we've been asking them for years, put yourself in male shoes. Can you just put yourself in male shoes? And Kimmy has never done it. Letitia, in my opinion, hasn't done it. Destiny hasn't done it. None of them. and it's it should be enough for them as well. Stop patting this man on the back like he a big ass baby. He knows what he's doing. He knows how vindictive he is. He gets an enjoyment out of it. And that's what I don't understand. When you got week on, week off with the kids, those kids got to go back home to the woman that you're doing this stuff to. That's psycho to me. I'm just going to be honest. That is psycho. Somebody said that Mr. Martell made the shade room. I'm going to bring that up and we out of here, guys. I will say that I am praying for Melody Cherie, those kids, whomever the person that is involved, praying for them as well. Let's go ahead and the man will go viral. I said that. One thing this man will do is go viral. Let's go ahead and take a look at the shade room, and then we're going to get out of here. I will be heading to Queen Sheba's to see what she got to say. But if you guys take a look at your screen, Martell Holt arrested and charged with domestic violence, according to police reports. Okay. And what else they put? According to Madison County Sheriff's Office records, Love and Marriage Huntsville star Martell Holt was arrested on domestic violence and harassing communication charges. They will keep you updated, and so will I. So I appreciate you guys for joining me. This is a hot mess. As I mentioned, I'm not getting any personal joy out of it. But what I am getting is a little piece for Mel, whether it's Mel or not. If it is Ariane, this arrest will be able to, even if it's only temporary, give Mel full custody. But I'm hoping for permanent. Now, we also know that Mel and Martell allegedly has a court case this month. This will not be good for Mr. Man. And yeah, Mel needs some peace, okay? And Martell needs exactly what we said he's needed for quite some time. Supervised visitation. Especially if he out here, domestic violence and all this mess. Supervised visitation. So give everybody peace. Hopefully, as I mentioned, this will be a wake-up call. But thank you to the panel. I do want to say again, thank you to each and every one of you that gave me a super chat or a super sticker. Shout out to over 3K watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Shout out to the replay gang in advance. Shout out to my cutie crew, my cutie mods. And guys, we can't say this.
That's cap.
This ain't cap, Martell. I'm going to play it one more game.
That's cap.
This ain't cap. Now, instead of you worrying about the hook and the curve, you need to be worrying about character. That's what you need to be worrying about, your children and the questions that they will have. Now they're going to have more questions. What a hot mess. Yes,
Chit chat. Where's Devin Keith at? You think you can put some money on his book?
Devin Keith, child, go ahead and start that GoFundMe, Devin. Get that GoFundMe together, Devin Keith. Yeah, that's what Martell wanted to do
tonight.
Yeah, that's what Martell wanted to do to Devin. So hey, what goes around comes around. But anyway, guys, we out of here. I will be over at Queen Sheba's. I hope you guys have a great night.
Go live tonight.
Prayers and prayers. I'm sorry, Arthurine. What was that? Oh, okay. Okay, well, yeah, we'll see, Arthurine, but we got to get up out of here. Again, I thank each and every one of you. I will chat with you later, Arthurine. Shout out to each and every one of you for joining me. Chat with Cuties. Sorry. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your, what is that, intro? That's outro? Okay, the rest of your Tuesday. Chat with you guys soon. Bye. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT.
Chit chat with Cuties. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with Cuties. Chit chat with Cuties.